You've probably heard of Rob Ford by now, the now world-famous mayor of Toronto, Canada. His very unmayor-like antics have made him a huge talking point recently, in everyday life, in the media, and on the internet. But despite the scandal he's now involved in, despite being accused of and confessing to committing illegal acts, and despite behaving in ways most just don't see as fit for a mayor, Ford is still in office, and he's still relatively popular. Let's start by going over the recent scandal. Basically, Rob Ford smoked crack cocaine, and there is a video of it. We first heard about this on May 16, 2013, when reporters for both the Toronto Star and Gawker reported that they had seen a video of Rob Ford smoking crack cocaine. The video was in the possession of men involved in the drug trade, who were offering to sell the video for $200,000. Rob Ford, at this point in time, said that the story was ridiculous. On May 24th, Ford says in a press conference, "I do not use crack cocaine, nor am I an addict of crack cocaine." On October 31st, police reveal that they have a copy of the video, which they recovered in a raid. On November 5th, Rob Ford admits to having smoked crack cocaine.
You asked me a question back in May, and you can repeat that question.
The question we asked you back in May?
Yeah.
Can you explain
the video didn't
what
You asked me a couple questions, and what were those questions?
Do you smoke crack cocaine?
Exactly. Yes, I have smoked crack cocaine.
When,
But
sir?
no, do I? Am I an addict? No.
When have you
Have I
smoked
tried
crack
it? Probably in one of my drunken stupors, probably approximately about a year ago. I answered your question. You asked the question properly, I'll answer it.
How many
yes,
times?
I've made mistakes. All I can do now is apologize and move on.
Have you
I don't
ever
know what.
been
Oh,
to
guys,
the
okay. Can I just?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, please.
All I can say is I've made mistakes. And you guys kept referring to alcohol. There was a couple isolated incidents. There's been times when I've been in a drunken stupor. That's why I want to see the tape. I want everyone in the city to see this tape. I'd like to see this tape. I don't even recall there being a tape and a video, and I know that. So I want to see the state that I was in. But that's exactly it. I don't know what else I can say to you. Okay.
On November 18th, Toronto City Council voted to strip Rob Ford of budgetary and executive powers. But Rob Ford is still somehow in office, and his approval rating has actually gone up since he admitted to smoking crack cocaine. Before the admission, his approval rate was at 39%. It's currently at 42%. But the people of Toronto aren't ignoring Ford's issues either. The same survey from Forum Research showed that 69% believe that Ford has a substance abuse problem. It also showed that 60% think he should resign, although 33% said they would vote for him again. In comparison, Barack Obama currently only has a 37% approval rating compared to Rob Ford's 42%. The United States Congress only has a 7.5%. But where Rob Ford really shines is on the internet, which has helped to make his name globally known since the scandal broke. While the mainstream media provided their share of coverage of Rob Ford, the real explosion of coverage came from the internet and social media. Research by a group called MarketWire provided to Toronto City News shows that, since the police announced that the infamous video existed, Ford was mentioned 1.5 million times on social media, including about 1.4 million tweets. On average, he was mentioned 66,410 times a day, compared to less than 5,000 times a day before the scandal. More than 16,000 videos mentioning Ford have been uploaded to sites such as YouTube. Everyone from everyday folks to celebrities has tweeted about Rob Ford. Although most mentions come from the US and Canada, his name has popped up all over the world. Here is a chart using Google Trends from MediaTrainingToronto.com that shows interest over time in the Rob Ford story. Ford's personality, the way he presents himself, and his antics are perfect for the internet. He makes himself visible. He's been known to pose for countless pictures with fans. He returns his own phone calls. He had his own radio show up until November 8th. And although it only ran for one episode, he also had his own TV show called Ford Nation on the Sun News Network, starting on November 18th. And some of the things he does are just downright funny. They provide the perfect material for GIFs, parody videos, and other forms of internet memes. Rob Ford's GIFs and memes have gone global since his scandal broke. There have been plenty of parody videos about Ford, some of which have gotten millions of views on YouTube. These new kinds of media present Ford in a different light than traditional media would. Social media presents him more as a running joke than a politician with a serious problem. A meme is something to be laughed at, and outside of Canada at least, that is mostly what Rob Ford has become for people, a meme. Rob Ford has become something to be laughed at and shared on the internet, rather than a public official to be scorned for his behavior. Ridiculous behavior that challenges the norm spreads fast on the internet, as well as other media, such as reality TV. If Honey Boo Boo and Snooki can be stars for acting badly or ridiculously, what makes Rob Ford so different? I mean, besides the fact that he's the mayor of Canada's largest city. Late night TV also had something of a field day with the scandal, with names like Jimmy Kimmel, Jon Stewart, and Conan O'Brien all getting a piece of the action. Will Ferrell, in character as Ron Burgundy, even saying Ford a new theme song for his mayoral campaign on Conan O'Brien's show, his version of Working for the Weekend by Loverboy.
Everybody's working for the weekend. That's right, Rob. Everybody wants a new romance. Everybody's going off the deep end. Don't do anything stupid, Rob. Everybody needs a second chance.
There is a clear difference in how traditional media and social media portray something like the Rob Ford scandal. While there is of course still plenty of serious discussion on the internet, there's also room for other ways of presenting the story. Humor and ridiculousness seem to spread faster than anything else on the internet, and Rob Ford lends himself to those two categories perfectly. If Toronto gives Rob Ford the boot, at least he'll always have a home on the internet.